All right, folks, we're doing a new segment here today called Predictions. I was going to call it Patrick's Predictions, but what the hell? I'll throw my hat in the ring and give you my predictions while I'm at it. They're just guesses from my perspective anyways, but Patrick's got some real science behind his predictions. So just listen to those. And Patrick, the first prediction is the next rate announcement is on December 6th, right before Christmas. What are your thoughts? What's going to happen here? Are we pausing? Are we going to pause? Are we going to raise? Are we going to decrease interest rates from the Bank of Canada's perspective? What's your prediction?
Well, I think based on where things are heading, it's going to be a pause. There's a very small chance that they would decrease, but I don't see an increase, for sure not. I'd be shocked if they do that. But again, at the end of the day, we use common sense, and I don't know that the Bank of Canada or their good friend Christia uses common sense. So I'm going to just say I'll take the safe bet. I think it's a safe bet, which is they're going to pause.
I'm gonna predict that they're gonna decrease. Because I'm gonna implore the wishful thinking approach of decrease. So I'm hoping they're gonna decrease. So I'm gonna go with the decrease, Patrick.
Well, I think it makes some investment decision based on hope. That's a great strategy.
I'm much more pragmatic when it comes to my investing decisions. But next and final prediction right now, Patrick, I gotta say, you've been harping about oil prices. You've been warning that they're going to go up. You've had all these various pontifications around it, or what I call Patrick pontifications around it. But I got back from your place in BC recently, and man, gas at the pump $1.34, Patrick. I thought, holy crap, are we going back to 2014 here? This is incredible.
No. You got back from Alberta where it was $1.34, and so you're just confusing because you were traveling and you had other focus.
It was $1.34 here in Ontario.
Yeah, in Ontario and Alberta, yes. In Vancouver and as in the Lower Mainland, it dropped to $1.69. So just be clear on what region you're talking about.
Well, listen,
that's got nothing to do with oil prices, by the way. So, it has everything to do, but regionality is just about the taxes in British Columbia versus Alberta versus Ontario. So it's all to say this: oil prices are actually down a little bit. I guess I still have got a forecast for oil prices going up. I don't care what's going on, given the wars and stuff, they're only going to go up. That's my belief system. That's really what I'm seeing. And is it always a straight line up? No. If they happen to be down, fill your tank. Good job. But they're still going up.
And when are we can we get an updated forecast here?
Well, listen, I haven't talked to the sheikhs of the Middle East, and Joe hasn't returned my call. Sleepy Joe is probably sleeping. But the point is that when we look at what's happening in Ukraine and Russia, the wars that are happening, as much as we think China's economy is slowing down, so they're going to need less oil, that's not the truth. They're building reserves. So when you start to look at the countries that are actually building oil reserves, it means that they're fearing a shortage. And when you start to kind of do that, where oil prices are going to go. And do I have a prediction? Yeah. I thought they'd be a little bit higher coming up back end of 2023. We'll see what happens. They're kind of like bond yields. Oil prices are like bond yields. They've been very kind of up and down. So 2024, I don't know. First 6 months, I think we'll get close to $100.
Close to $100. Well, I'll tell you what, I got one of my project managers off to Alberta here shortly. So I'm going to be giving him some of my jerry cans so he can fill them up for me, bring them back full, save a few bucks on gas. And then we'll see where we go from here. But I do think
he can sneak those on the plane, a bunch of fuel cans, no problem. Carry on.
No big deal. But I will say this, Patrick, and we should actually touch on this a lot deeper in a future episode. If this is of interest, folks, please put it in the comments. Love to hear from you. But I think there's going to be, a lot more tumultuousness in the market. Because don't forget, as we head into an election cycle in the U.S., in 1 year from now, I think it's early November next year, the election in the U.S. I think between now and then, until they know who's going to be the next president, which way that president's going to swing, is we swinging left, we swinging right, which way are we swinging? I think there's going to be quite a bit of ups and downs and tumultuousness in the market. That's going to be interest rates. That's going to be fuel. Although, we'll see. We'll see how right the Patrick predictions are. We got it on record, and we're keeping a ticker score of Patrick's predictions. So don't worry, folks. I'll keep you in the loop on how right this prediction was.
I've got no comment.
REIN members, hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. First of all, thank you for watching. And second of all, you are in the right place in the REIN community. Stay engaged, stay involved, keep learning, keep growing. And we'll see you on the next episode of REIN It In.
If you like what you learned here, go to the description below and subscribe for our free Insiders newsletter, where you can also stay up to date for our upcoming events and our courses.
If you want to see more stuff like this, click here. If you want to see the entire show, click there.